Chat tales. Don't you wanna hear some chat tales? Chapper. What's happening? You alright? Okay, so this little chap tale taking me back to the 1980s. Yeah, it would have been late 80s, I'd say. 88, 89, whatever. Maybe even 1990. All right, so where I live in Gester Estate in Kentish Town, we was lucky enough to have a community centre that was absolutely amazing for everyone that lived around in Gester, and they used to let adjacent estates, Carroll Close, York Rice, Denyer-House. Yeah, everyone could get involved in stuff at the centre, but I remember this one time, I can't remember if it was like just one of the weekly youth centres or if it was school holidays or something, but we was a bit naughty, especially me. But so this one time we're in the centre, and I don't know what we was doing, playing football, doing just all sorts of stuff that they had, pool tables, cooking, whatever. But I mean, I don't know exactly who was with me. I'd say like it could have been Dean, Chapronier, it could have been Ben Hyde, it could have been Big Dave, it could have been Mark and Gary Phillips, it could have been, I don't know, there was so many people that it could have been, but I was usually one of the ringleaders. But so we I don't know why, but we decided to get as many fire extinguishers as we could find in the building, and then take them into this little room that was like it was part of the exit to get out into the garden, like. And basically they had like loads of stuff in this room, like shelving units and all that. Basically we just barricaded ourselves in there proper, all of us. I mean, there was about 4 or 5 of us, and we barricaded ourselves into this like exit room, sort of, do you know what I mean? It was a bit of a room because it had 2 sets of doors, like, well, we didn't touch the doors to go out into the garden. We just barricaded ourselves in, so no youth workers could get us or whatever. And basically we started to shoot these fire extinguishers at every other child. Anything that moved was getting sprayed with either a foam, water, whatever they put in it, fire extinguishers. There was everything. There was like snow coming out of one of them, foam coming out of one of them, water coming out of another load of them. And anyway, so obviously once people had started getting sprayed and that, somebody had gone and alerted the authorities that Chapman and his gang had started to make the centre look pretty, if you like. And there was like, oh God, some of the youth workers, one fella was called Phil, one was called Nigel, there was another one called Malcolm. I don't know if he was on duty that day. And then there was a couple of ladies, there was a Tracy, and there was Irish Catherine, and I don't know, Hilda. There was like quite a few youth workers because there was a lot of kids and stuff in these places. So anyway, they've sort of like come and basically seen this barricade and build me a barricade. Yeah. So they started coming towards us to try and get us out of this room, and I was just like, right, ready, fire. And yeah, we started to soak and cover them in all these like, I was just mental. The whole big hall of the centre was covered in stuff, like, and they was getting soaked, all the youth workers, and it went on for a good half an hour. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, we ran out of ammunition, so we didn't know what to do at this point. Like, so, but and also where we'd left the door that opens up into the garden, like, obviously these youth workers ain't stupid, and like, they've sort of said, right, go round the back and climb over and get them through the garden or whatever. So we were sort of at a position where we was like, right, what do we do now? And I was like, right, let's leg it into the woods, because there's like some woods at the back of Ingester that the centre go on to. But as we went to leg it into the woods, 2 or 3 of the youth workers came round the back and basically just stopped us, got us back in that room and said, stay there. They locked the back doors and like, they started to like unbuild our barricade for us. And once that was unbuilt, we got frog marched to the offices, and yeah, got a right telling off. And I can remember that I got like a 4-week ban. I weren't allowed to go back in that centre for anything for 4 weeks. And it was like, it was quite a big part of growing up around here, because just in the week we had 2 nights a week where there was a youth club on, and then they take us out on trips. And if it was a school holiday or whatever, there would definitely be loads of trips happening. And it was just a massive part of growing up around Ingester Road, going up to the youth centre. And it's a big shame, because they don't really do that much stuff anymore, and my kids don't get to do that sort of stuff. I mean, I don't think my son will ever be like me though. But yeah, it was proper funny. Like, when it was happening, it was proper funny, because, like, you know, like the floor's getting completely covered in everything, and people are slipping and sliding and crashing into things, and you got loads of other kids that ain't in the room, but they're cracking up, like, and then you can see that they're trying to make their plans how they're gonna get us, like, and every time they get close, they're getting sprayed with everything we had. But the other kids, I think they only got like week bans, and I got a 4-week ban. Yeah, but it was proper funny. All right, nice one. I hope you've enjoyed that one. Or if you was one of the children that was in that with me and you want to comment on it, please do. Or even if you was Phil or Nigel, please comment underneath. All right, nice one, people. Nice. Mwah. Chat tales. Don't you wanna hear some chat tales?